Hi, I'm Karin. I'm back with another collective reading. Today I feel called to look at people's soul mission, their path, like soul path, if that has changed in like recent years or where we're currently at. Like a lot has shifted on the planet, and though I don't really believe that someone's like fate can totally change, it's like more the direction we're moving in, how to best approach that. So we're starting with the Healing Waters Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, just to see what is coming through. So this will be like timeless readings. If you're watching this close to the date of me posting this, great. If you find this later, then this message is for you to receive at that time, okay? So the first card is On Call. I think that's how it's pronounced. Healer, Seer, Priestess, Soul Purpose. Interesting, as I just talked about soul mission, soul path, soul purpose. So On Call is when a baby is born with the... let me take the booklet. I don't have the... Here. A rare event called on-call veiled birth. This occurs when the mother goes into labor, but her waters fail to break, and the baby appears in this world still inside the amniotic sac in which it gestated. So it's a very rare event, and it says that people have special gifts of healing, etc., and good omens. So that's interesting, just based on that I said the topic was soul path, soul mission. So if you've been feeling the call of the Priestess, this is your sign. Let it rain, allowing what is inevitably, and trust. What I'm hearing or feeling when I look at this, it's just like let things flow instead of trying to like control the exact steps in terms of the outcome. Like if you wish for a certain outcome, you don't have to know every single step on the way to there. If that makes sense. You can just tell the universe, pray, do rituals, spells or whatever, that this is what I wish for, this is the direction I'm walking in, but you don't need to know every single step of the way. Like the path will reveal itself. So I'm hearing like an analogy, when you're traveling and you're going by car and you put the GPS on your final destination, you don't bother looking up every single step of the way, and I'm going to turn right here, I'm going to turn left there, and here's a roundabout, and here's a pit stop where we can eat. No, you just put in the final destination, and along the way you just follow the directions, and literally you follow the signs, and you get to where you were heading. And once you feel that you're hungry, you look for signs for the next restaurant or gas station, and you stop there. But you don't have to plan exactly like in 2 minutes and 2 hours and 5 minutes from now I might be hungry. You get to the point I'm trying to get across here. Don't worry so much about every single step to your destination. Just think of like the next kilometer or two. I'll pull a few more cards from this deck. Okay. The Pearl, Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. Yeah, you'll find your pearl, at the end of the rainbow is what I'm hearing. It's there. Okay. I'm going to pull a few cards from her Ancient Stones Oracle as well. This is Rebecca Campbell's newest deck. More earthly type of deck. The Stone Goddess, Unwavering Love and Support, Maternal Line. Yeah, I'm hearing again, if you've been hearing the call of the Priestess, like now is your time. Maybe this is not what you had planned, but this does not mean you have to do the like Instagram version of a priestess and walk around in flowy dresses surrounded by flowers. Like a priestess is a community worker, and she holds the word of the goddess, and I'm hearing like the promise of the goddess, and the goddess comes in many forms and shapes, and you don't have to do it the way everyone else is doing. It doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to look a certain way. It's more about being there for your community and to rise up. It's a very airy type of card. Be the mountain, slow and steady foundations and patience. Yeah. So be the mountain and like the pillar of stability for your community is what I'm hearing. Again, you do not have to go to like women's only retreats and do womb work, or these more sensual types of priestess trance. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Do that if that's what you feel called to, but you don't have to. Like, you can do your own type of priestessing. Wisdom Keeper, a new perspective, study and learning. This is all about like returning to the roots and returning to, I'm hearing like returning to the sacred, like, yeah, the sacred stones, the sacred places in nature, like powerful, like ley lines, etc., if you believe in that, or just places that have been a place of ritual throughout the ancient times as well, no matter religion. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a few cards from this deck as well, the Oracle of the Roses. See if we have any clarifications. I'm hearing again like this about soul path or soul mission or soul purpose. Like, the way I see it, we're all here to love and be loved and leave the earth a better place than when we got here. Currently that does not feel very promising, but we can do it, make a difference in terms of like the children in our lives, and just being there for a community, raise awareness on certain issues, and so on. So a soul purpose, soul mission doesn't have to be a complex thing, but the way I see it, or the way it comes to me, that there's been a lot of shifts lately, and the universe or God or source, whatever you believe in, is like shaking things up or pushing people up to become spiritual leaders in a sense earlier than what was planned. Maybe it wasn't planned in this life, okay? the innovator. Who's your beauty rose? I think that's how it's pronounced. Modern garden rose. Yeah, you are the innovator, and that's what I said about being a priestess doesn't have to look a certain way. It you can reinvent the wheel according to how you want the wheel to look. If that makes sense. Okay, these roses are rather similar, at least in color, not in shape. Modern garden rose as well. The outsider, Duchess of Edinburgh rose. Okay. So don't be afraid to be the outsider. Like, don't be afraid to be the one who is not fitting in. Maybe you were never meant to fit in. Maybe there's a reason for that. And you're meant to do great things. Like, don't hold back. Okay, we're going to pull another card from this deck. Okay, the self. Madame Abba Châtenay Rose. Modern garden rose too. So it's interesting. These are all modern garden roses in this deck. We have the like ancient roses and modern. Let's see. Old garden roses, modern roses, and they have the wild roses. But these are all modern. I'm thinking like you are the new version of the ancient priestess or the ancient, I don't know, community leader or spiritual leader. I mean, some of you might feel called to start like preaching on YouTube or on other platforms, but you don't have to. Like, you don't have to. It doesn't have to look a certain way. You can, or if you're interested in certain cause, like for example, you're upset about, climate crisis or exploitation of forests or indigenous people's rights or whatever, now could be the time to step up to lead. Like, not that you are going to solve this issue by yourself, but you could lead a group of activists or, do, I don't know, knowledge sharing in some sense. Okay, so this is the self. And I'm hearing staying true to your roots, but staying true to your truth, especially, and that you might have a new truth in you, the things you had planned. I keep saying this, and I've done this channel, like I just restarted this channel, but I've done readings in the past on other accounts, but also on Instagram, and I keep coming back to the message, and also in personal readings, that the plans you had maybe 5 years ago, maybe 8 or 10 years ago, for your life, for yourself, the world has shifted so much that maybe it's time for a new plan. Like, maybe you have to rethink things. So let me give you an example. Okay, maybe your dream was to have a house in a certain location and work at a certain job, and now you feel, if you're really being true to yourself and listening to your inner voice, that might not be your highest timeline any longer. Maybe, I don't know, renting something in another location is what will do you better, in another profession, or a homestead, or maybe there's something else for you, but you're very stuck on holding on to your old dreams. But the new tuning into the new dreams will make you happier. Hope that makes sense. So we have this deck as well. This is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Okay, so that card really wanted to jump out. We'll pull a few more. This deck is perfect because my hands are rather small. It's the perfect size deck. And lots of symbolism as well. Okay, and to talk about them in order. Independence, staying true to yourself, but also this looks like an old stone monument. Staying true to your roots, staying true to ancient truths is what I'm hearing. Harmony, seeking your highest, time 9, because that will bring you harmony. The sun will shine brightly on you. Oh, and if you find symbolism in the numbers, I haven't talked about the numbers in these cards, but if that means anything to you, then great. Harmony, and then we have charity. So this comes in with what I said about community work. This being there for your community. Look, it looks like she's rescuing 2 children from something, and the angels are looking down on her, supporting her, or if it's her own children. But what came to me first was like she's rescuing children from something. So from institutions. And that doesn't mean you should like run into an orphanage and just take away the children, but this just comes as a like a symbol for it. Do charity work that is for the gain of children's well-being. And here, inheritance. And I did a reading yesterday, and the same message came through, like you will be rewarded and you will get recognition for your hard work. And if you've in the past felt that you don't get the recognition that you are worthy of, like this will change once you step onto this path, this new path of yours, okay? So as we had some water, like the element of water cards previously, I picked out this deck as well as Sea Melodies. See here, it's shimmering with the mermaid. Sea Melodies is a mini deck with messages. Some final messages here. Take one at a time. Okay, one more. Okay. Protection. Keep some aquamarine close. Mermaid's tears have been known to create these precious gems. So the aquamarine crystal. But also keep the waters close. Like I often get the message that we should be near bodies of water because it's very healing. And wild. The wild roses. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. Yeah. Be out in nature, but also, again, be close to elements of water such as the sea, a lake, river, creek. Because this will connect you with like the sacredness of it all. But also it's like scientifically good for your well-being. And I don't know the English words for it, but it's like ions and things that you get very grounded and like recharged by being near like a waterfall, for example, or after the rain. Choose wisely, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Okay. Yeah. choose you. Okay, this is actually very connected to what I just said about changing your dreams or changing your direction. You don't have to keep everything in your net. You had lots of things in your net from the past, and you can release them back into the sea. That makes sense. You can travel with lighter baggage. Like, you don't have to carry such a heavy load. Okay, hope that makes sense. Now I really feel longing to work with some charms and dice as well. I don't have them here, but in my next reading I'll bring them out so that we can work with them together. Oh, wait a second, I might have them here. Ta-da! We will pull some charms. Here are the charms. Let me take this off. Shells, as starfish, and the pearl, again the pearl that was in the cards. We have a unicorn, oh, we have two unicorns. Lipstick. And I guess this is a horse. Another starfish. A broken heart. Or no, it doesn't have to be a broken heart. This is like a heart pendant. Two hearts coming together. That was broken before, maybe. The key. And like a rocking horse. A unicorn rocking horse. And cactus. Okay. So definitely the sea references again, the waters will heal you. And this like typical, like, I don't know, feminine or girly attributes. We have the unicorn, like magic, connect with the elemental energies, like fairies, unicorn, dragons, or them here, because that they have messages for you. The waters again, and the heart, like the heart will heal. It's like half empty. The cup is half empty, but you will heal it once you decide to step into this new path of yours. And also that you have the key to it, but you need to listen closely, like you have to listen even better than you have in the past, because you're missing out on messages right now. It's what I'm hearing. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. I hope this reading resonated with your situation. If it did, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, links in my profile if you want to connect on Instagram, or check out my other offers and one-to-ones, one-to-one readings, etc. So take care. Bye bye.